Welcome to Ego Netcast. I am Martin Lindeskog. This is episode 80. And I'm back on track here, and I will stick to it now. Doing the one right thing, a book that I will start reading soon. And I record this on Independence Day, 4th of July, American time, American West Coast time. So this is a catching up episode, a special episode. And I will link to tweets by Chris Brogan and Lyceum about happy 4th of July and Independence Day. How this country is dented, as Chris Brogan is saying. And also Lyceum said, what sparked your interest to start podcasting? And I said, it's my interest in fundamental ideas and that I have a message to spread regarding new media, business, philosophy, and the good life. And I want to share my plans here for future. So I will take a digital break and I will develop a thing I call Digital Essentialism. And Essentialism is a book also that I've read. And Digital Minimalism is also a book by Carl Newport. And I'm also reading Bored and Brilliant. That is a book on the same theme, you could say. And Brian Solis' book, Life Scale. All these books have had an impact on me, and I've been reflecting on this, pondering, doing some introspection here during this month of July, taking a break, a digital break. And after this, I will talk about this. I want to have speaking engagement. I will be able to advise on these issues regarding social media and how you could so-called get hooked on it in not always a positive thing. I want to look at the bright side and focus on the positive things and what you could do with new media activities. But yeah, I will come back to this. And if you have any thoughts, questions, comments on how you could minimize your digital thing out there in cyberspace, or should you? Maybe you should increase your activities there. So again, as one author said, I'm not against the technology and new media, as you could know by this for now, as I call myself a social media evangelist, that my good friend Stefan Enger said of detective marketing when I reviewed his book. So, what's in pipeline? I have started to learn to sketch, and this is a piece of a puzzle. I've been interested in that in my teens, in my younger age. I enjoyed it very much, and then I stopped during the high school, and now it's coming back to me when I met a teacher at Vida La Vida's place, and his name is Ali Reza, also known as Maxime, his artist name. So I will include a link to a post where I did an Instagram post about finding the missing pieces of a puzzle. And again, the one right thing is focus on my tea interests, my tea hobby business, and my passion for tea. So I published my first book on tea, on black tea. During summer I will plan ahead for the next book, and I will come back to you with that regarding crowdfunding for illustrations by John Cox and future plans related to tea. More about that later on. I will do a new episode of my new podcast. That's tea sketches, Perfect Cuppa tea sketches. So And I have a thing where I have ordered from Sticker Mule that you would probably enjoy. I think it has to do with giveaways and merchandise, and you can have it as a PR thing, and yeah, it's a giveaway, as I said, and something that is practical also when you're drinking tea. And I will also play around for my clients and for my partners. I'm recommending Lyceum as my first choice, but I also will test out a new service called RedCircle and another one called Castos regarding my podcasts here. Some of my podcasts, Egonetcast will be still on Lyceum hosting, and some of the others I will test these new Castos and RedCircle that could fit in this next thing that I'm talking about, how you could support my podcasting and my blogging and my future work here. So I will include a link there to coffee.com/Lyceum. It's ko-fi.com/Lyceum. And there you could give me a donation, a tip, so I could buy me a cup of tea of a Perfect Cuppa, so to speak. And I will, as I said, include the show notes there with the links to Chris Brogan's post on Independence Day and Lyceum's on the 4th of July and what's sparked the interest in starting podcasting. And I will keep podcasting and come back on track. And in the pipeline, I will interview Ed Filowat of Backpack Studio app. He has some new features, for example, live streaming. That sounds fascinating. So this could be something that you could support my future podcasting, that I will do live streaming, live sessions now and when. I have to learn how to set up a radio station. Then it will be really internet radio, live streaming that you could listen to in real time. And it's interesting to see if could be an interest in that and how you could reach new audience and what you could do with that. So I'm fascinated to explore these opportunities, and also that you could do. I like to do using Ringer as a long distance interviews and conversations. But the Backpack Studio will also have recording with long distance, I think, in the future also. So it will be interesting to talk to Ed about these new features, and also his backstory, and be interesting to have this conversation. I enjoy to support a great application and see also the development, how that's working. Same as Colin Ray of Alitu, that they've developed that service for Podcast Maker that I'm using often for the post-production of my podcast for clients. So, and another person is Lisa Sicard of Inspire to Thrive, that I've written a book on Twitter. Twitter is my favorite new social media tool and platform. And talk about that, how you could use Twitter and get new followers and new tweets, and how to spread the good word regarding new media, business philosophy, and the good life, including tea. And also have interview and conversation and announcement with Gail Gardner, that's moderator of BizSugar Mastermind group, and we have an idea there how you could put the spotlight, highlight and focus on the members, the users of BizSugar, the share function, and the Mastermind group. As you know, I was recently hosted Ask Me Anything regarding podcasting session on BizSugar's Mastermind group, and it was a great experience. Did it for 4 hours, I think it was, and got great and interesting questions, and it was really enjoyable to participate in this chat and this Mastermind session. So I will now want to do something for BizSugar there and the Mastermind, and we share feature and function, and also have conversations with members and users of this great site, forum, platform, and Mastermind group. And the title of this podcast will probably be Midsummer Dream in some way, or Midsummer Sweet Tea Dream on Independence Day. And it was recently iced tea day here, and then I did some search on the sweet tea that is very popular in the south of the United States. And if you have a recipe of iced tea or lemonade with tea, you're welcome to share that. And also Midsummer Dream, we could talk about that. It was recently the holiday of Midsummer. Do you know about Midsummer? The holiday and celebration here in Scandinavia mainly. And as I said, it's Independence Day still, American time. And I want to commemorate the founding fathers, the sons and daughters of liberty, and the new intellectuals in the United States of America. And with that, I say cheers and talk to you soon again.